Hello everyone, welcome to another session of Ideas. I have a couple of questions for you. What is love? What is happiness? What gives you happiness? What is freedom? Now these questions may sound very simple and easy to answer, but no, they aren't easy. Why? Because they don't have straightforward answers. Why? Because these questions require careful reflection, analysis, and critical thinking. Philosophy as a discipline helps us in answering these difficult and deep questions. So in today's video, we are going to talk about philosophy and the philosopher who shaped our world. Let's start. Philosophy is a body of knowledge which is answered by asking questions concerning universe and our role in it. इस पूरे definition में जो सबसे important है is asking question, because that's what philosophy encourages us to do. Philosophers strongly support reflecting on the fundamental beliefs of a society, because वही fundamental belief है वो decide करते हैं कि society में citizen कैसे behave करें. जो बिलीफ होंगे सोसाइटी के, जो एक्सेप्टेबल बिहेवियर होगा, उसी को तो हम फॉलो करते हैं. पर क्या हमने कभी ये सोचा है कि उस बिलीफ के पीछे रीजन क्या है, लॉजिक क्या है, क्या वो हमारे कंटेम्पररी सोसाइटी के लिए रेलेवेंट है या नहीं है? हो सकता है किसी टाइम रेलेवेंट थे, आज नहीं. सो फिलॉसफी एनकरेजेस अस टू क्रिटिकली एग्जामिन दोज फंडामेंटल बिलीफ्स. एक बहुत ही फेमस ग्रीक फिलॉसफर थे जिनका नाम है सोक्रेट. उनकी एक कोट है जो बहुत फेमस है, जो मैं आपको बताना चाहूंगी. A life which is unexamined is not worth living. So here he is emphasizing on the same thing, that the life which you are living must be lived with reason and logic and not blindly. Now we will talk about another topic which is ethics. It is also a branch of philosophy. And what does it deals with? It deals with human conduct, especially how humans behave in society. So every society has some rules, regulation, and all the members of the society are governed by those rules. What are those rules? Another name for those rules may be morality or moral values. Now, what is morality or moral values? Morality is a concept which is based on moral values. Moral values can be like something right or wrong, something good or evil, just or fair. So these are some examples of moral values. It may sound that they are very vague and not rational, but quite the contrary. The foundation of ethics is a set of rational rules of right and wrong that outline what people should do. So society clearly dictates that what is that a person should do and should not do in a society. So ethics or philosophy does not talk about only of logic or reason. It also talks about ethical value. It also teaches citizens to live in society with ethics. Their behavior towards other citizens should be ethical. It should be governed by what is good or bad. Let's talk about now another example of ethics. So here is a scenario given to you. There is a case of stealing and there are two situations are given. You decide what is right and what is wrong. Due to smoking addiction, a person with no money steals cigarette from a small tobacco shop. So a person is addicted to smoking. He does not have any money. So to fulfill his addiction, which he knows is bad for himself, bad for society, is not doing any good to anyone, he steals to fulfill for self-gratification, basically. Now there is another scenario. In order to feed their starving family. A person with no money steals from a grocery shop. A person does not have any money. His family is dying, is starving, and he steals to feed them. Now, stealing is a crime. It is an offense. In both the situations, stealing is happening, but in totally different circumstances. Now, it is for you to decide and judge what is right and what is wrong. Now, let's talk about the great philosopher who shaped our world. So, philosophy as we know today began in somewhere in 6th century in ancient Greece. That time the scholar or the philosopher mainly focused on the working of cosmos, universe, that how this universe was built and how it functions. So let's talk about those philosophers one by one. Thales of Miletus was born sometime in 624 BC. He was a part of New Wave thinker. What is New Wave thinking? They mainly focused on metaphysics, which is another branch of philosophy, and that deals with working or functioning of universe, that how universe was built and how it functions. He was also of strong belief that there is one single building unit of this universe, that the entire universe was built with one single element, and he believed that single element was water. Let's talk about another philosopher. पाइथागोरस का नाम तो आप सबने सुना ही होगा. 9th क्लास और 10th क्लास की मैथ्स में पाइथागोरस थ्योरम्स भी की होंगी आपने और उनके सॉल्यूशंस भी किए होंगे. ये वही पाइथागोरस है. Now Pythagoras was a champion of mathematics. He didn't see mathematics as any other discipline. He believed कि mathematics जो है उसके पास rational explanation है for the working of universe. जितने भी न्यू वेव थिंकर्स थे, फिलोसोफर्स थे, उनका फोकस उस टाइम था टू अंडरस्टैंड द यूनिवर्स, द कॉस्मोस function, the building of cosmos. So he believed mathematics offered a solution for that because it can explain how universe function. He also believed कि mathematics के जो rule है that governs everything in cosmos, the distance of earth to moon and the distance of moon to sun, and likewise he believed that mathematics is everywhere, omnipresent, omnipotent, and mathematics can answer questions. Let's talk about another philosopher. Socrates was the most popular and influential Greek philosopher of his time. Why? He was a champion of knowledge. He thought pursuit of knowledge is the greatest thing in the world. He believed that if you want to live a good and virtuous life, it is very, very important. Actually, it is absolutely essential to seek knowledge. Unless you have knowledge, you have gathered knowledge, you cannot lead a good and virtuous life. Another thing, because Socrates was so popular because of his thinking style, his argument style, that was popularly known as Socratic मेथड. इसका मैं एक आपको एग्जांपल दूंगी. लाइक जो भी उस टाइप की कोर बिलीफ थे उसको ये प्रूव करते थे, क्वेश्चन करते थे. ही यूज्ड टू आस्क सीरीज ऑफ क्वेश्चन टू प्रूव दैट बिलीफ कि हाउ स्ट्रांग इज दैट बिलीफ, कि उसमें कोई वीकनेस तो नहीं है, कोई कॉन्ट्राडिक्शन तो नहीं है. दैट वाज हिज स्टाइल ऑफ फंक्शनिंग. Plato was mainly known for his focus on highest good and developing moral character. So his focus was mainly living a moral life which is governed by moral values of the society. So he emphasized most on character building. Aristotle believed that all the knowledge in the world can be obtained only if we are a good observer. If we observed our surrounding carefully, all our questions can be answered. Now is the time for your task. So how do you decide whether someone's actions are right or wrong? And do social institutions influence your thinking? You have to support your answer with examples. So that is all for today. I will see you very soon in the next video. Till then, take care and happy learning.